Hello everyone, my name is Sean Mancini, your technical advisor from IT Solution Journal. In this video, we'll go over the ipMonitor tool from SolarWinds. We will discuss its benefits and features, as well as show you how you can quickly install the 30-day free trial to test drive on your own network. Let's talk about some of the key benefits of the SolarWinds ipMonitor. Some of the key benefits include a lightweight installation, network monitoring via ping, SNMP, and other application level health checks. It has a low system resource requirement, making this a great tool for small to medium networks. It has a low learning curve, so onboarding this tool will be a breeze. It has built-in reporting as well that allows us to report on things such as devices, segments of the network, etc. And when you need help, there's always a great support from the SolarWinds SWAT community as well as the SolarWinds technical support. There's the 14-day fully functional free trial that you can run on your own network to see if this product is right for you. I highly suggest that you download the product and take it for a test drive. Logging into the main dashboard, we see the devices that the ipMonitor has picked up in our network scan. I have a few devices here, some that are being monitored via ping, some that are being monitored, in this case is a Windows desktop through the WMI, and some that are being monitored by SNMP. The SolarWinds ipMonitor supports SNMP version 1, 2, and 3, as well as WMI and application-specific scans, such as the HTTP health check. By the way, let's check that out. 192.168.1.222 is a web server. During the initial network scan, ipMonitor picks that up as a web server and adds the web health check. So what ipMonitor does is ensure that HTTP is reachable, and it gives me a round trip time, in this case 3 milliseconds, and its availability. This is where ipMonitor is very powerful because we can monitor application level as well as network level. Now, one thing I really like about ipMonitor is that we have all of these capabilities wrapped up into a very lightweight, very sleek interface, and we don't need a lot of resources to run this. I'm running this on a 2 CPU virtual machine with 4 gigs of RAM. Now, if I wanted to see certain information, say at this desktop, I can click on the device and I'll see device-specific metric. For instance, CPU utilization and disk utilization. Now, if I want to see how much bandwidth this server is taking up, I can click interface traffic and I can see specifically how much this particular network card has passed. Now, if a device is only being monitored by ping, you're not going to see the same information. However, you do get some valuable information by clicking on the actual device. By clicking on the actual device, we can see the latency and we can see the last time an issue occurred. So if you click on the ping monitor, you'll see that this has been available 100% of the time since it was imported into the system and the last time this was checked on. Now, if I had a device that I knew had, say, an SMTP server on, and for whatever reason the network scan didn't pick that up, or I added it after the fact, say 192.168.1.2, I can click on that Devices tab, and now I can add the SMTP monitor. So if I click Add New Monitor, I have many different applications I can monitor. So in this case, I will check for SMTP. I can add the SMTP monitor and its specific configurations. And then we will now have a monitor set up for SMTP. That particular server doesn't have an SMTP server on it, so I will not add it. But you get the picture. You're able to monitor at the application level, which is very important because if a server is pingable, that doesn't mean that the application is running, and vice versa. Just because a server might not be reachable via ping doesn't mean that the application is not running. Now, another thing to take in consideration, speaking about pings, is that if you have the ipMonitor, keep track on the distance from the ipMonitor server towards the device that you're monitoring. I'll give you an example. If the ipMonitor is sitting in Toronto and you are pinging a server in Luxembourg, you're going to see high latency. That's because of the network. So you might want to have one server for devices in Toronto and the other one in Luxembourg. Now, bringing this to a close, the ipMonitor is a very lightweight tool, is very extensible, and has a lot of features that can be used for small to medium-sized networks. You don't need a lot of hardware to run this. As I said, I'm running this on a 2-core virtual machine with 4 gigs of RAM, and it's very easy to use. Now, some of the downfalls will be that if you're running a large network and you want a very extensible application, then you're not going to see this with the ipMonitor. That's something that the Network Performance Manager or Orion will do for you, because you can add things like the NetFlow Traffic Analyzer, and you can add all of the other plugins that platform has to offer. However, if you're just looking for a stripped down version of network monitoring tool, ipMonitor is for you. Before going over the installation of the ipMonitor, let's go over some of the minimum system requirements. Some of the minimum requirements are a single CPU core running 2 GHz, 512 MB of RAM, and 240 MB of free hard drive space. Now, of course, this is assuming a basic system installation. However, your installation may require more resources based on the amount of devices you are monitoring. So I recommend carefully planning this before going into production. This is also a great opportunity to run this in a virtual environment so you can scale as your network grows. With that being said, let's go ahead and install this and get on our way to using the product. Installing the SolarWinds ipMonitor is a quick and straightforward process. To get started, double-click on the setup file. Click Yes at the user account control. Once at the setup wizard, click Next to begin the installation. Accept the end user license agreement and click Next. I will accept the defaults by clicking Next, Next, and Install. The installation procedure is pretty fast, and in general, you can expect a 5-minute install. Once the installation wizard is completed, click Finish. Now we configure the web interface that ipMonitor uses. Click Next in the beginning of the page. You'll now have options on how you want the web server to listen, either port 8080 or port 443. I'll choose 8080 for this demo. You have options to customize on other ports that you choose by clicking Change. After clicking Next, we can now create an administrator account. We can either use a Windows account or an ipMonitor built-in account. I'll use an ipMonitor built-in account. I'll create an account called User and assign a password. Click Next. We'll accept the defaults. At this point, we'll be able to assign an administrative email address to get notifications. Enter the administrative email address and then click Next. This initializes the ipMonitor web interface. Click Finish. The installation is completed, and now we are at the ipMonitor main login page. We are now ready to use the program. You know, ipMonitor is great if you have a small to medium network and you're looking to add monitoring without breaking the bank. Some things about the ipMonitor, such as the SNMP monitoring capability, the reporting, and the sleek interface that has a low learning curve, are some of the great things I'd like to highlight about this tool. However, there are some drawbacks. ipMonitor is not as extensible as a network performance monitor. That might be a pain point for you if your network is on a path to become more complex and larger, or if you're looking for some special type of monitoring that the ipMonitor does not have built in. Unlike the network performance monitor where you can add modular packages, ipMonitor does not have that ability, so it's pretty much what you see is what you get. If you liked this video or found it helpful, you can support our efforts to bring you this type of content by clicking the link below to get your fully functional 14-day demo version of the software. We really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.